Thanks for listening to Middle-Aged and Mediocre. I'm Cash.
I'm Joel.
And we are a podcast about all things strange and unusual, death and UFOs, and other creepy,
cults,
weird, random
ghosts.
Stories. There you go.
Yeah. Not just naming things in the room.
Oh my god.
There's a cult of ghosts.
How's everybody doing? So, disclosure at the top of the show. The story we're going to do today, it was written by a reporter for the IndyStar out in Indianapolis.
That's a good place to have the IndyStar.
Yep. And the first time I read the story, I was super high.
Crystal meth?
No, a little bit lighter.
Heroin?
A little bit lighter than that.
Banana peels?
Yep.
Okay.
Up my butt. You let 'em rock.
Oh!
Juices,
You're doing it wrong. You smoke them. No.
So anyways, I was super high.
And you had the whole banana up there.
The peel sticks. The rest of it just kind of dissolves.
Oh, yeah. Your butt eats it.
Yes. And when I first read the story, I was like, oh, this is super creepy.
Because you're high on weed.
Yeah. And, so anyways, I went back and read it today when I got home from work. Not high.
Not high.
And it's fine. It's an alright story. Definitely not as creepy. And
you'd recommend maybe going and getting high before listening.
Yeah, so we wanted to kind of give you guys.
I was wondering why you made me get high before we started recording this. You did.
Yeah, you were like, no, Josh, or Cash. Oh my God.
I texted you, want to smoke? You came in and backed it up.
You don't make me smoke. I'm a good boy.
You're good boy.
So go ahead and hit pause on this episode. Get yourself your favorite, whether you like an edible or a bowl or a bong.
Dabs.
There's
so many ways to get high now.
Whatever you like to do.
Yeah.
Do that.
Do you.
Come back, hit play, and
we're going to be, you know what? Just do that for every episode of us, I think.
Yep. Buy the ticket.
Like this one especially, yeah.
Yeah, every episode really of our show is much more enjoyed.
Yeah.
If you're just
smoke 2 joints before you smoke 2 joints. Before you smoke 2 joints some more. Whatever Sublime said.
Because we're just a couple island boys.
Ha.
So what's up, man? I'm Cash.
I'm Joel.
This is Middle-Aged and Mediocre.
Yeah.
Episode 3, Season 2.
Man.
We're back.
Yeah, we're back. We didn't record last week. Well, I guess this is kind of last week. Cause this is this week.
We plan on recording usually Saturdays. And that wasn't able to happen, so we're here on a Wednesday recording. This will be out tonight at midnight.
And it's been a rough week.
So I've heard it's been a rough week.
It's been a rough week of heartache and just disappointment, you know? Yeah. Well, I got this buddy who he lost a bet.
Okay.
And he had to get a tattoo of said bet. And that felt good.
He got a tattoo of the bet.
Well, the bet, yeah. He lost the bet, so he had to get a tattoo.
Oh, okay.
Well, then I see on social media that, less than 2 months after having the tattoo, he already covered it up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can you shout out his Twitter handle?
Born in the Filth.
Oh, dude. Go follow that guy.
Oh, it was you!
Me.
Son of a bitch.
Look, dude.
Oh, the more you talk to me about this, the angrier I get. The sadder I get. All the emotions.
The bet was I get the tattoo. And I got it.
Are you a lawyer? Is this fine print or something?
Yeah, I'm a lawyer.
Would you whisper underneath your breath? Yeah, I'll get the tattoo for a month.
Yeah, 2 months.
For 2 months.
Yeah, I can't believe you question if I'm a lawyer. Of course I'm a lawyer.
I still think you should. I think you should have to get it somewhere else on you. Tattoos are permanent. That's why you make it.
Still there.
No.
Yeah, it is.
You can't see it though because you covered it up with the. I don't.
There's a K.
Okay. You covered it up, man. I'm just saying, it hurt.
Look, once I get the background put in there, it's going to look badass.
Oh, okay.
I apologize. I had to get Craig Kilborn's name.
I didn't tell you to put it on your arm where everyone's going to see it.
I thought it was going to work out fine.
Yeah.
It's not the way I wanted it to go down.
You're like, this is what my life needs. I love Craig Kilborn on my arm.
Maybe at some other point when I'm getting something else somewhere, I'm like, hey,
maybe, thanks.
Work Craig Kilborn in there. But honestly, I started following old Craig Kilborn on Instagram.
But that's the whole point of the bet. He's so cringeworthy. That's why
he was that. Like,
because you never watched his shows. See, I've watched his shows and I appreciate the cringe.
No, I watched him on SportsCenter. I watched him with The Daily Show. I watched Old School. What else has he been in?
That's about it.
And he was always just average douche guy. Once you see him on Instagram, oh my God,
his Instagram's something.
I don't know if it's a character he's playing.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's just who he is.
I think that's who he is. I think it's who he is, but it's kind of like in wrestling where he turns it up all the way. Because that's kind of how he always was on SportsCenter and Daily Show. I mean, he's just, it seems like he's kind of playing a version of himself.
Right, just cranked up.
Yeah.
I still think, though, any day now it's going to come out that there's bodies in his basement. Like, he just
he's been
like
molesting
he's been eating them. Yeah, so I don't want him on my arm.
I'm just not going to look at your arm,
that's
ever.
Fine. I never told you needed to. I can live without you looking at my arm.
I just,
Yeah. Again, I got it.
You got it!
Plus, it was like so... I was talking to the dude that was doing the tag. By the way, Electric Anchor studio downtown.
They're my mortal enemy now.
I don't think any of you guys are from around here. Yeah, there's a lot of people listening to us from around here. Scotty Roberts did mine. Shout out Scotty. But so I was telling him, I was like, I should have, like, in retrospect, just got like I Heart Kilborn.
Yeah. Because
at least then
I Heart Craig.
No, well, then I guess I still could have made up stories.
Yeah.
But like trying to explain who Craig Kilborn is to people is just not as fun as I thought it was going to be, because it's like literally
who? And then you tell them who?
Yeah. After you do the SportsCenter and the Daily Show before Jon Stewart, and then Old School, he's the scene with the woman in the bathroom, and they're like, "Yeah, I have no clue."
He's in Old School for 10 minutes. You remember?
No, but he's completely forgettable. So no one knows who he is.
I know.
So
you've let me down, Josh.
That's fine, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. As long as it doesn't bother you.
I've let so many people down.
True.
Might as well add you to the list.
Yeah, I'm on there.
Yeah. It's a big group of people. You'll find people to talk about.
When you can't sleep at night, just know it's because I'm laying in my bed being disappointed in you.
Oh, yeah.
I lay in bed all the time and think about you.
Yeah. Whatever. Whatever floats your boat, man.
Think about you and your arm.
Yeah. And okay.
Your tattoo.
I don't like that.
It's a cool looking tattoo, though. You added collar to the ray gun. And it's kind of like squirting out some, like...
It's not squirting out. It's
shooting out.
Would you say that the shotgun was squirting out?
Yeah, that's right. According to police, he squirted out 3 rounds before exiting.
With his 22.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
but that's why I'll never trust again, and I had a super bad week. That's all I wanted to say.
All right.
You ruined my life.
Look, if the worst
You ruined my fucking life.
Just week. You said week.
No, I know, but now that I think about it, like, I'm going to get really dramatic with it.
Yeah.
And, like, sure, giving me Van Vader would probably make me feel better and probably make up for that bet. But, that ball's in your court.
Yeah. And it's going to stay in my court.
It's going to stay right there next to your Van Vader.
Yeah, I mean,
Man.
drama's fine.
Oh, we got it now. We got it.
TNT
Season 2, man. Season 2, middle-aged and mediocre. Are Joel and Cash going to make it past this? Will they be able to work out their differences?
Will there be a season 3?
Yeah, will there? Seriously. I'm going to say come over tonight.
Yeah.
I'm getting all fired up over it. But at the same time, I'm just really sad.
Yeah.
Because
it's the sadness.
I mean, I don't win a lot.
Right.
You know me.
But you did.
Yeah.
And for 2 months, you were like a grand champion.
That's like losing $100 to someone and giving it to him. Like 2 months later, like, I need $100 back.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you won it, but I mean, I get it back.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Look, man, I gave you a taste of what victory is like. So what I've done is I should have incentivized you to try harder with things.
Okay.
And do better.
Yeah.
In your own personal life, with your own...
So that way I won't be so
then you can just keep getting that victory, man.
Okay.
So I gave you the drive and the purpose. So really...
But you've also given me the depression where I can't even move.
Well,
it's a catch-22.
Look, we all live with depression.
Oh, sure.
So, that's just a pill you got to swallow.
Yep.
And be sad about.
Well, I think I'll just drug you one day.
Okay.
And I'm going to tattoo you.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
I mean,
so you're okay with that?
Hey, look, I'm okay with human life happening.
All right. Whatever happens.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not one of these people that's like, oh no, what about the future? I could be drugged and tattooed. No, I don't worry about it.
All right.
If it happens, it happens.
Okay. That's on wax.
Okay.
All right. We can
We
move
still
on
don't know
now.
what that means.
I just wanted to get that off my chest.
All right, well, I'm glad.
I mean, since you got it off your arm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still on there, though.
Death stare from across the table.
Oh, you think that's the worst death stare I've seen?
Man, the death, no.
So, what we're going to do tonight is talk about an exorcism.
All right.
So, what do you know about exorcisms? What do you think about them? Thoughts?
I don't, I guess the first Exorcism movie was supposed to be really scary.
It's not, though, is it?
No.
Not at all.
Like my aunt and uncle, I was like 11 or 12. And they're like, this is the scariest movie ever made. And by this time, I've already watched like shit ton of scary movies. I grew up on them.
It's not even close.
And I watched it. I was
scary.
like, all right, this girl cusses and her head spins.
Yeah.
And the devil, air quotes.
Fucks yourself with a cross.
Yeah.
I've seen that plenty of times.
I've done that plenty of times. Why do you think I have to wear male diapers?
I do think at this
adult
point,
diapers.
that whole, The Exorcist is the scariest movie ever, is just the thing people say when they, like...
I mean, maybe at the time, I guess it could have been, because they're like, oh, she's...
Yeah, I guess, like, in the...
I mean, as, like,
70s.
11-year-old when I saw it, I was like, yeah, it's just movie special effects. Like, that's...
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've never understood why people...
And then plus, I just don't get into the whole religious thing. Like, I don't think someone can be possessed by the devil.
Right.
I don't think... whatever. If you believe in devil, God, all that, cool.
I believe in the devil god.
Devil God, yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
So tonight's story, though, we'll see at the end of it if you are swayed. If your opinion's swayed, maybe you'll change your mind. Maybe you'll be more open to the idea.
Maybe.
So, maybe you'll be asking.
Maybe I'll be like Sway from Yo MTV Raps.
Maybe. He does very well on his radio show.
What's he think about exorcisms?
I don't know.
I really wanted that answer there.
We can try to reach out to him.
All right,
and hey, if anybody out there knows Sway, I'll tweet him. After the episode, cool. I'll tweet him.
Yeah,
so,
Sway,
I'll do it right now, actually. I'm going to do it.
You don't have to answer that. That's going to be so out of
do it right now.
The ordinary questions he gets. He probably gets like, what's Kanye really like?
See, Sway.
Sway in the
Sway
morning?
Calloway. Yeah,
Sway.
real Sway.
Yeah.
All right.
He has a radio show, too. He does. He'll have rappers on the freestyle, because I saw
Lil Dicky
freestyle on there, but I've also seen, like, Mac Miller, Have you listened to the new Mac Miller Faces?
It's good.
It's really good. I got it on vinyl. Man, I've been listening to that a lot.
Hey, what do you think about exorcisms?
Me and my buddy were wondering. Thanks.
Me and my buddy were
Tag
wondering.
our podcast, too.
We're wondering.
This is you guys are getting a look behind the curtain at the magic.
Yes.
This is how the hot dogs are made that we hold apart away from the microphone.
All right, there we go.
All right.
Tweet it out, Sway.
Next up is we're going to be the Island Boys. That's how it starts.
Because we're the Island Boys. All right. So tonight's story.
I think we've been possessed by two douchebag twins.
Oh, well, they are hypnotic.
They are.
That song will now
and like their hair, their hair and all the tattoos.
Cool tattoos.
I know.
Look like cool dudes to me.
I bet they wouldn't cover up tattoos if they've lost in beds.
Well, they don't look like they give a shit about anything, really.
Well, they are the Island Boys.
Right.
It's so hard to just say it.
Yeah. We are the Island Boys. That was hard. I had to stop myself. All right. So, a woman didn't mean the double woman.
Okay.
A woman and her 3 children who claimed to be possessed by demons. A 9-year-old boy walking backward up a wall in the presence of a family case manager and hospital nurse. Gary Police Captain Charles Austin said it was the strangest story he had ever heard. Austin, a 36-year veteran of the Gary Police Department, said he initially thought Indianapolis...
You ever been in Gary?
Not lately.
Not lately?
Not lately.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I've rode through it before.
You've rode through Gary?
Yeah, I rode through Gary a time or two.
Were you on the last train?
What?
You were part of the last caboose?
Yeah.
Through Gary?
Yeah, I backed up the rear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Solid.
Put the load in the back in the caboose.
Oh, Gary.
So Austin's a 36-year veteran of the Gary Police Department. He said he initially thought that Indianapolis resident Latoya Ammons and her family concocted an elaborate tale as a way to make money. But after several visits through their home and interviews with witnesses, Austin said simply, "I am a believer. not a believer, a believer.
I hope at one point in my life someone accuses me of concocting something.
Yes.
Because that sounds really fucking cool. Like, that's like, you're up to something.
Sounds kind of sexy. You've been concocted?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you come over and we can concoct it?
I like it.
You ever concocting Gary?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. She was concocting in Gary.
Yeah.
Wow.
She concocted all over Gary.
Oh, okay. All over Gary.
In and on.
In and around Gary.
Yeah.
Indiana.
With the police involved.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Not everyone involved with the family was inclined to believe its incredible story, and many readers will find Ammons' supernatural claims impossible to accept. So again, we're going to see if you...
What year is this?
2011.
Bullshit. There's even the kids had cameras on their phones, and if there's not video footage of this...
That was my first thought.
Okay.
2011, though.
You can concoct some shit on a
It was still definitely... We weren't quite in the...
10 years ago?
Yeah, we weren't quite where we are now.
You had at least a camera.
Oh, I mean, everybody did, but
Yeah.
I feel like it wasn't everybody, like...
You were uploading it to, like...
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And even if you were, stuff got lost a lot.
Yeah, okay.
So, it's possible...
So I see whose side you're on right away.
Look,
True journalism, you're right down the middle,
I'm
okay?
playing the devil's advocate.
I see what you're concocting over there.
So... but whatever the cause of the creepy occurrence...
I hope you're high out there right now, please.
If not, again, pause this.
Pause us.
Go get high.
Come to my house. Text me. If you know where I live, just come on over.
We'll pause the podcast live.
Yep.
I don't know how that's going to work.
We're not even at my house right now. I just mean when you go to listen to it at midnight.
Oh, yeah.
Come to my house.
You're
Wake
right.
me
Nobody's
up.
listening to this as we record.
Yeah.
Right? That's how this works.
You're super high.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm not high. I'm not low. So whatever the cause of the creepy occurrences that befell the family, whether they were seized by a systematic delusion or demonic possession, it led to one of the most unusual cases ever handled by the Department of Child Services. Many of the events are detailed in nearly 800 pages of official records obtained by the Indianapolis Star and recounted in more than a dozen interviews with police, Department of Children's Services personnel, psychologists, family members, and a Catholic priest. Ammons, who swears by her story, has been unusually open about it all. While she spoke on condition that her children not be interviewed or named, she did sign releases letting the Star review medical, psychological, and official records that are not open to the public and not always flattering to her. Furthermore, the family story is made only more bizarre because it involves a DCS intervention, a string of psychological evaluations, a police investigation, and ultimately a series of exorcisms. So it's a tale that they say started with flies.
And God won 3 games to 2.
He always wins.
Every time there's a series of exorcisms, God has the home field advantage.
Yeah, it's kind of bullshit.
It is.
I would like to see them on a neutral ground.
Yeah, yeah.
See what happens then.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, God.
Come on, God.
Yeah.
And we're dead.
Man up.
And we're dead.
Yeah. It's November 2011, Ammons' family moved into a rental house on Carolina Street in Gary. A quiet lane lined with small one-story houses.
November 2011? Mm-hmm. I've been married for 1 month.
Okay.
Talk about scary.
Talk about an exorcism.
Talk about needing an exorcism.
So big black flies suddenly swarmed their screened-in porch in December, despite their winter chill.
Screened in porch?
Yeah, I fucked that up.
Yeah. Sorry.
This is not normal, Ammons' mother, Rosa Campbell, remembers thinking. We killed them and killed them and killed them, but they kept coming back.
Big black flies.
Big old black flies.
In November, though.
In December, actually.
December,
They moved
okay.
in November. The flies start showing up in December. So, and it's Indianapolis. It does get mighty chilly in December in Indianapolis. There were other strange happenings, too. After midnight, Campbell and Ammons both said...
After midnight.
They occasionally heard the steady clump of footsteps climbing the basement stairs and the creak of the door opening between the basement and the kitchen, but no one was ever there.
Ooh.
They do have kids, though.
Yeah.
So, very good possibility that's the creak.
Could be just, my house makes noise, and I always think there's someone upstairs.
Yeah, mine's always like, Josh.
Cover up that tattoo. Fuck Joel.
That's you heard him. I do think there might be somebody. You've seen the videos of, like, are the cases where like there's been somebody living in a person's house.
Oh yeah.
So there has been weird things happening.
That's a good movie too, where that guy was living inside the walls of the house. The new family moved in, and I can't remember the name of it, but it was a pretty cool
movie. Was it like a theatrical release?
Yeah. It's probably like 4 or 5 years ago. It's like a husband, wife, and like their teenage daughter moves into the house, and there's like there's like a guy who like walks all weird and obviously like super skinny because he lives between the walls, and me and you couldn't live between someone's walls.
No.
No.
You have to have a pretty wide interior of your walls.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no worries about us.
We're big boned.
We're just gonna live right in the middle of your damn house. We're like, hey, we're here.
You got a problem with it? Try to move us.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I've had like just random things go missing from the kitchen.
We talked about it on air.
Yeah, so
your cabinet doors being open.
That happens a lot too. I do. Yeah, so there might be somebody living here. But so far they've been chill, man.
Yeah,
I've been doing weird shit
That's
like that.
what I'm saying, man. Yeah, I don't care.
I mean, if you're listening, just let me know. We'll chill. We'll hang out.
Like, don't look when you're taking poops and stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
that's your private
try
time.
Not to.
Yeah, that's your private time.
I'd appreciate if you didn't.
You deserve that time to yourself.
That's right. That's my time. So, anyways, even after they locked the door, the noise would continue. Well, yeah, if it's somebody in the house.
Yeah.
So anyway, Campbell said she woke one night and saw a shadowy figure of a man pacing her living room. She leaped out of the bed to investigate and found large, wet boot prints. On March 10th, 2012...
Some wet-ass prints?
Damn,
she got the whop?
She got the whop.
Fuck!
On March 10th, 2012, Campbell said the family's unease turned to fear. It was about 2 a.m.
And fear leads to anger.
Normally, Campbell, Ammons, and her children would have been asleep, but they were mourning the death of a loved one with a group of friends. Ammons, who was in Campbell's bedroom, startled everyone by screaming, "Mama! Mama!" Which Ammons is like an adult lady, so it's weird. She would just start screaming, "Mama!" Yeah. Campbell said she ran into her bedroom where her then 12-year-old granddaughter and a friend were staying. Ammons and Campbell said the 12-year-old was levitating above the bed, unconscious.
I mean, she was floating.
She was floating.
Yeah.
She was not like us.
No,
she was like physically floating.
Physically.
Yeah. I guess we are too.
Yeah.
So, according to the accounts of the events, Ammons and several others surrounded the girl and started praying.
Oh.
Campbell said, which I don't think that would be my. I know that would be my reaction. But like, I'm surprised.
I would get a camera and take a fucking picture.
I would be like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Like
this. Okay, you're grounded.
Yeah.
First of all, young lady.
Stop playing.
Yeah.
So she said she remembers being terrified. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
She thought, "What's going on? Why is this happening?" Eventually, Campbell said her granddaughter descended back onto the bed. She woke up with no memory of what had happened. Campbell and Ammons said the people who were visiting that night refused to return. Well, that makes sense. Campbell says she remembers telling her daughter,
"I'd want to go back." I'm like, "Man, I want to float. That shit looks fun as fuck."
Let's see what other weird shit happens.
You're only going to float up to the ceiling.
I do.
You got a bed underneath you.
I ever told you what my greatest fear is?
And
it's just the most irrational thing in the entire world, but I've literally, just spent hours in this weird,
Well, tell me.
Do anything. What if gravity stops working?
Oh. Would we just follow the ground, or would we,
I don't
float
know.
up?
See, I think we'd float up.
Oh, yeah.
Now that you say that, I think you're right.
Would
I think
we
we'd just be crushed into the earth. That sucks, too.
Yeah.
But I think the worst one would be floating up in the air.
Thanks for putting that in my head.
Yeah.
Things are
my biggest fear.
Okay. It's in my top 5 immediately.
It doesn't just stop.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah. Man. All right, fuck the exorcism. Google gravity.
This episode now is about gravity. So
what is it, man?
Campbell and Ammons.
Text Sway. Ask him if he knows about gravity.
You know what? Campbell and Ammons
after the show
said they didn't know. Hopefully he replies and we become friends and best friends.
Are we going to ask him that kind of stuff? Gravity, exorcism?
What about gravity? Like, he should bring us in.
How do airplanes work, Sway?
We should be on his show.
Uh-huh.
And we should just be the two white guys who are just randomly like, "Hey, Sway, what's gravity?"
Yeah.
And then he can just start talking about it.
How's hot air balloons work?
Thanks, Sway. I think it's a good idea.
We could ask his guests. He could have, rappers on,
Hey, Jermaine. I don't know. I was like Jermaine Dupri.
Yeah, Jermaine. He's gonna have like a '90s flashback show.
I don't know why
would he have?
I have no idea why that's a '90s rapper was the first thing. Not even a rapper.
Man,
like more of like an R&B artist.
Whatever cool points you had just went down the drain.
Did they though?
Yep.
Because I mean everything's about the retro shit now. So
Not that retro.
Really?
No.
All right, whatever.
All right.
I never claimed to be. I'm
just saying any points you may have had, just accidentally.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're through being cool.
Oh. Good album.
I saved the day there.
Oh. Nightingale.
Exorcism. Okay.
Campbell and Ammons said they didn't know exactly what it was, but they believed it was something supernatural. They called local churches, but most of the churches refused to listen. Eventually, after listening to Campbell and Ammons talk about the house and visiting it, officials at one church told them that the Carolina Street house had spirits in it. They recommended the family clean the home with bleach and ammonia, then use oil to draw crosses on every door and window. At the church's suggestion, which this is not what the church suggested, at the church's suggestion, Ammons said she poured olive oil on her 3 children's hands and feet, then smeared oil in the shape of crosses on their foreheads.
Those poor kids.
That's not exactly what the church said.
Yeah.
Campbell and Ammons also told the Star they reached out to 2 clairvoyants who said the family's home was besieged by more than 200 demons.
Wow.
That's a lot of demons.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Like, save some demons for somebody else.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, don't hog all the demons.
Don't hog all the demons.
Makes you kind of a demon.
Yeah.
So.
201 demons.
Their explanation made sense to Campbell and Ammons, they say, because it meshed with their Christian faith. The best thing you can do is move, Ammons remembers the clairvoyance telling her, but moving wasn't an option for the cash-strapped family. Instead, anytime I have a gun, you can call me cash-strapped.
Oh!
Instead, Ammons said she took a clairvoyant's advice and made an altar in the basement. Ammons covered an end table with a white sheet, then placed a white candle and a statue of Mary, Joseph, and Jesus on it. She opened a Bible to Psalm 91, which of course is...
Thou don't get high on thou's own supply.
Close.
Okay.
That's 94.
Oh, shit.
But we'll get to it.
Okay.
She said she and another person donned white t-shirts, a lot of white going on here, white t-shirts and wound white scarves around their heads. Also, on a clairvoyant's advice, they burned sage and sulfur throughout the house.
And I bet the clairvoyant sold them all this shit.
Oh,
I have all this stuff,
it's
too.
in a bundle, actually.
You need the shirts and the candles and the scarves?
Really?
I'm doing a special right now.
And we know that you love the bundle.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. As long as there's meat on the bone, I'll bundle.
I was talking to someone there, Dave. I can't remember what I was talking to him about. But I said, oh, yeah, there's still meat on that bone. And then I was like, son of a bitch.
I've been bundled into Joel's shit. I don't know where I end and you begin at this point.
We're basically cat dog at this point. The smoke was so thick that started upstairs, worked their way down with the sage and sulfur. The smoke was so thick they could barely breathe.
Been there.
Ammons drew a cross with the smoke, which is, I've never tried that.
Yeah.
Sounds neat.
Sounds like some vaping tricks, and that shit pisses me off.
Yeah.
Watching motherfuckers, like, blow out clouds and
shit.
shit.
It would annoy me when people did that with cigarettes.
Yeah.
They would have all the tricks. Like, just fucking smoke like a normal
Just kill yourself and why are you bothering me with your suicide? Like,
why do you have to get this much attention?
Yeah, but then they have, like, vape contests and...
So then she read, Psalm, is it Psalm? Was I saying Palm?
I think you said Psalms before.
Psalm 91 out loud as they move through the house. Psalm 91 is, you will not fear the terror of night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in the darkness, nor the plague that destroys at midday. That's Psalm 91.
You'd be a good preacher, man.
I don't know what any of it means.
No. So, but you did it really well. Like, you... Have you ever heard Palms 10? What if I said that and then just took both my hands and smacked you on each side of your face at once?
Is that what it is?
No.
Oh.
I just made it up. Palms.
Weird.
Because, palms are my hands.
I thought maybe it was a thing.
And 10 are my fingers.
Uh-huh. You want to be missing a few of those fingers?
That's why I didn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I know my fucking role. Like, I don't...
Ammons said nothing.
You would kill me.
Odd happened for 3 days. Then things got worse, Joel.
Yeah. I mean, that's about how long that shit'll last, is 3 days.
The psalm didn't work.
Yeah.
The family said demons possessed.
Well, it worked for 3 days, so it did, like you got a tattoo, it did work, but just not, like, forever. Yeah. And it didn't work with honor or anything.
Lasts forever? With honor.
My hatred for...
that will burn forever?
Yeah. Not hatred, but just disappointment.
Okay. Well, you know, as long as you're not mad.
Nah. I can't stay mad at you, buddy.
Just disappointed.
I can't stay mad at you.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Ammons said... Oh, we talked about it. So the family said demons possessed Ammons and her children, then ages 7, 9, and 12. The kids' eyes bulged, evil smiles crossed their faces, and their voices deepened every time it happened.
Okay, and how is that different from any other fucking snot-nosed kid?
Kids that just do weird things. Yeah.
And I have a weird snot-nosed kid, so...
Yeah, I mean, kids do weird shit.
Yeah.
My buddy...
Especially like, man, my mom hates it when I do this. Check this out, you know? I used to flip my eyelids inside out. You ever do that?
No, I never could. I always thought I was going to get stuck or something.
Oh.
So I never wanted to.
I mean, I'm not going to do it right now. You're looking at me. I'm wearing glasses, and I'm not going to do it right now.
Campbell said the demons didn't affect her because she was born with protection from evil. She said she and others like her have a guardian who protects them. Ammons, which, you know, maybe she should figure out how to give the kids and her daughter that protection.
Yeah, break a little bit off for them.
Yeah.
Break a little piece.
Break it down.
Break it down.
Ammons said she felt weak, lightheaded, and warm when she was possessed. Her body shook, and she said she felt out of control.
She's got the fucking flu.
She got the COVID.
Yeah. 2011.
Patient 0. The youngest boy, then 7, sat in a closet talking to a boy that no one else could see. The other boy was describing what it felt like to be killed. That's weird. Campbell said the 7-year-old once flew out of the bathroom as if he'd been thrown, and a headboard once smacked into Ammons' daughter, causing a wound that needed stitches. The 12-year-old would later tell mental health professionals that she sometimes felt as if she were being choked and held down so she couldn't speak or move. She said she heard a voice say that she'd never see her family again, and that she wasn't going to live for another 20 minutes. Some nights were so bad the family slept at a hotel.
I thought they were cash-strapped.
Yeah, you should be foreign hotel rooms out here?
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like you're
like an exorcism discount? Like, hey, we're possessed by demons. Oh, we got a room for that.
Yeah, I think there is a discount.
Okay, good, good.
Yeah, that makes sense. Finally, in desperation, they
discount devil check.
That's good.
Thank you.
They went to the family physician, Dr. Jeffrey Onyukwa.
Okay.
On April 19th, 2012. Ammons said she told him what they were going through, hoping he might understand. Onyukwa told the Star that it was bizarre. 20 years and I've never heard anything like that in my life, he said. I was scared myself when I walked into the room. He said he would not speak in more detail unless Ammons had psychiatric clearance for the waiver of confidentiality she signed. In his medical notes about the visit, Onyukwa wrote delusions of ghosts in home and hallucinations. He also wrote history of ghosts at home and delusional. What Ammons and Campbell say happened next was also detailed in a DCS report of a family case manager's interviews with the medical staff. Campbell said Ammons' son cursed Onyukwa in demonic voices raging at him. Medical staff said the youngest boy was lifted and thrown into the wall with nobody touching him, according to the DCS report. The boys abruptly passed out and wouldn't come to, Campbell added. She cradled one boy in her arms. Ammons held the other. Someone from the doctor's office called 911. The doctor said 7 or 8 police officers and multiple ambulances showed up.
Arrest those demons. Shoot them.
They should have called the Ghostbusters, really.
Oh, that's who you call.
Everybody they couldn't figure out.
Because those girls will come and they'll take care of it. Those ladies.
Those ladies will bust ghosts.
They will.
Like no one's ever seen.
You call them.
I've never seen them. Didn't watch the movie.
Oh, I didn't either.
Not for any...
Because you hate women?
Not because of anything like that.
No, because I love Ghostbusters.
Clearly looked awful.
Yeah.
Looked like total shit.
Ghostbusters 2 is probably one of my favorite movies of all time.
I don't need to watch other people being Ghostbusters. Yeah.
I've seen
Ghostbusters.
I've seen it.
Police and emergency personnel took the boys to Methodist Hospital's campus in Gary. Ammons said hospital personnel laughed at her.
How many people do you think you can fit in Gary?
Apparently quite a few.
Okay. A whole hospital inside
Definitely
Gary?
a whole hospital in there. Just crammed it.
How
all
do you
in
expect them to learn when they can't fit inside the building?
there. What is this? A school for ants? Ammons said hospital personnel laughed at her desire to anoint her sons in olive oil. Well, it is an odd thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have laughed at her. Probably
Maybe
said,
if it was the weekend, perhaps. It was like a Wednesday, you know?
So,
They were like,
kind of shit here.
olive oil gets delivered on Thursdays. Yeah. So by Wednesday, most of it's been given out.
That's the way it goes.
So people coming on, it's laughable.
You need a lot of olive oil to get into Gary.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know what I mean?
Oh,
She said that she couldn't talk to the hospital staff, so she talked to God. The boys, the boys woke up in the hospital. The older boy, then 9, acted rationally, but the youngest screamed and thrashed. She said it took 5 men to hold him down. A 9-year-old boy. 5 men.
They had cameras in hospitals then.
So we could see this.
So there should be footage everywhere.
Which, we're about to talk about something that there should definitely be footage of.
Okay.
If there's not, I'm calling bullshit.
Okay.
Because if this happened, it would be online everywhere.
It'd be like I've seen that most shocking videos, on Fox.
It'd be on at least 4 different ones.
Sure, yeah.
So someone called DCS and asked the agency to investigate Ammons for possible child abuse or neglect. Hey, she's down here wanting to put olive oil on her kids. We need someone to come down here.
On a fucking Wednesday!
She knows we're out of that by Wednesday. The caller, who was not named in the DCS report, speculated that Ammons might have a mental illness.
You think?
The person believed the children were performing for Ammons and she was encouraging their behavior. DCS family case manager Valerie Washington was asked to handle the initial investigation. She gave the following account to police and in her intake officer's report. Hospital personnel examined Ammons and her children and found them to be healthy and free of marks or bruises. A hospital psychiatrist evaluated Ammons and determined she was of sound mind. So that's her report.
Yeah.
She then interviewed the family in the hospital. When she spoke with Ammons, the 7-year-old boy, here's the part that should be on camera. The 7-year-old boy started growling with his teeth showing. His eyes rolled back in his head. He locked his hands around his older brother's throat and refused to let go until adults pried his hands open. Later that evening, Washington registered nurse Willie Lee Walker, great name, brought the 2 boys into a small exam room for an interview. Campbell joined them. The 7-year-old stared into his brother's eyes and began to growl again. "It's time to die," the boy said in a deep, unnatural voice. "I will kill you." While the youngest boy spoke, the older brother started headbutting Campbell in the stomach. Campbell grabbed her grandson's hands and started praying. What happened next would rattle the witnesses, and to some it would offer not only evidence, but proof of paranormal activity.
All right, lay it on me.
According to Washington's original DCS report, which is an account corroborated by Walker, the nurse, the 9-year-old had a weird grin and walked backwards up a wall to the ceiling. He then flipped over Campbell, landing on his feet, never letting go of his grandmother's hand. So, now that I've reread this, I have now noticed...
But now you're a little high again, so that's fucking pretty cool.
Well, so I didn't notice this part the other 2 times. He never let go of his grandmother's hand. So that means because I was thinking in my head, he's just free walking backwards up a wall and then flipped forward.
Yeah.
But if he's got his grandmother's hands holding him, then yeah, you could walk up something backwards. Because you still have her supporting you.
Yeah.
And then you could just...
Kids do all types of shit.
So you can just flip right over.
Sure.
So this is nothing.
I used to like the door jams, I'd climb up that shit, climb up the walls of my hallway.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not quite the same,
You used to be Spider-Man, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
So you gave up the web slinging.
These kids sound really fucking cool. Headbutting and shit and like choking out.
Yeah, they just seem like kids.
They sound like, kids being little fucking hellion kids.
So now that I've read that part again and realized that was the smoking gun, I thought, and now it's nothing.
Yeah, I feel like if they knew all this stuff was going in, they're going to interview them. Why wouldn't you take a camera?
Yeah. I've seen films.
Yeah.
I know how this works.
Sure, they always set up a camera
and it gets knocked
at
over.
least like a audio recording or something,
Yeah, and then when anything actually happens, it gets knocked over. You don't actually get to see it.
Or maybe we're just so, just, I don't know what the word is, but we just don't believe shit.
Cynical.
Yeah, we're cynical bastards.
Yes.
That's it.
That's the word.
Like, that shit could happen in front of me. I'm like, hold on. I wasn't real.
Do it again.
Yeah. Get my camera out.
Later, police asked Washington whether the boy had run up the wall as though performing an acrobatic trick.
Yeah.
No, she told them. She said the boy glided backwards onto the floor, the wall, and then off the wall onto the ceiling. Moonwalked.
Yeah. Cool.
She did not respond to the Star's request for comment. But she told police she was scared when it happened and ran out of the room. As for Walker, Washington said he ran out of the room with me. We don't know what was going on, Walker told the Star. That was crazy. I was like, everybody gotta go. That was Willie Lee Walker. But you all know, you gotta go.
My shift ended a half hour ago.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. According to Washington's report, they told a doctor what happened. The doctor, who did not believe them, asked the boy to walk up the wall again.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I would do. Walker said he told the doctor he doubted the boy could repeat the feat. This kid was not himself when he did that, Walker said. The boy said he didn't remember what happened and couldn't do it. Likely story.
Likely story, Junior.
You little lying bastard.
You little motherfucker.
Walker, who said he previously believed in demons and spirits, thought the boy's behavior had some demonic spirit to it.
A little bit. A tinge.
But also was the result of a mental illness.
I mean, it seems to run in the family.
Yeah. A police report quoted Washington saying she believed there could be an evil influence affecting the family. Ammons said she spent the night at the hospital with her 7-year-old son.
MTV?
Huh?
They're influenced by MTV?
Oh, yes. She spent the night at the hospital with her 7-year-old son while Campbell took Ammons' daughter and older son to a relative's home in Gary. The next day was Ammons' youngest son's 8th birthday. Ammons said DCS officials asked Campbell to bring the older children back to the hospital, presumably to talk more about what happened. The family celebrated the boy's birthday by singing and eating a miniature cake.
Oh, wow.
Don't know what that even means. I mean, a smaller cake.
Yeah, it's a cupcake.
A cupcake.
They're cash strapped. They're cash strapped. They can't afford a whole cake. So
a
they got
miniature cake.
Yeah,
Is just a cupcake.
Just a cupcake.
Yeah, you nailed that one.
It's a ho ho.
DCS
A ding dong.
So DCS took the emergency step of taking custody of the children without a court order. All of the children are experiencing spiritual and emotional distress, Washington wrote in the DCS form. Ammons told the Star she and her children cried because they didn't want to be separated. We already been through so much and fought so hard for our lives, she recalled. It was obvious we were a team and we were beating it, whatever it was we were fighting.
No,
we made it through together as a team and they separated us. Didn't sound like they were winning.
No, not at all. But you do have to keep them separated.
And I'll tell you how you can be winning. You can listen to this ad.
Oh.
Coming at you right now. All right, and we're back. So where were we? Unfortunately, Ammons...
We were talking about how you covered up the Craig Kilborn tattoo.
I think we're way past
that. Okay, yeah. Exorcism.
I think we're talking...
They're going to separate them.
Yeah, like you said, they got to keep them separated.
Yep.
Latoya Ammons, unfortunately, her children have just been taken from
and
her.
And I'm not a fan of that.
No.
The demons win.
Here. Okay, so DCS had to take them because they said they were experiencing spiritual and emotional distress. The Reverend Michael Maganot, I don't know if that's how you pronounce that or not.
It is, I know.
Maganote, maybe. We'll say Maganot. Was leading Bible study in his living room the morning of April 20th, 420, man.
Ah, yeah, man.
2012.
Oh, shit.
When he received a call from a hospital chaplain. Maganot had been the priest at St. Stephen, Martyr Parish, in Merrillville for more than 10 years, but had never received a request like this one. The chaplain asked him to perform an exorcism on Ammons' 9-year-old son. Maganot agreed to interview the family after Sunday Mass a few days later. The first step, Maganot said, was ruling out natural causes for what Ammons and her family said they were experiencing. He visited Ammons and Campbell in the Carolina Street home April 22nd, 2012. For 2 hours, Ammons and Campbell detailed the phenomena for him. Then Campbell interrupted the interview to point out a flickering bathroom light. The flickering stopped each time Maganot walked over to investigate, which he attributed to a demonic presence.
Obviously.
It must be scared of me, he later told the Star that he thought.
This guy thinks a lot of himself.
The interview was interrupted again.
I can tell it was scared of me, my big giant dick. You know what I mean? We have a big giant dick like me.
Demons are man. Yeah. They are afraid of...
Demons don't want to keep flickering lights around me.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
The interview was interrupted once again when Campbell pointed out Venetian blinds in the kitchen swinging even though there was no air current. Mackinac said he also saw wet footprints throughout the living room. These just sound...
Womps? More womps?
These just sound like mischievous little
Yeah.
demons.
Like, wipe your fucking feet before you come in.
Ammons complained about having a headache. Mackinac said she convulsed when he placed a crucifix against her head.
Well, same.
After a 4-hour interview, Mackinac said he was convinced the family was being tormented by demons. He said he also believed there were ghosts in the house.
Ooh.
Demons and ghosts.
Wow.
Mackinac blessed the house.
Lions and tigers and bears, oh my.
Praying, reading from the Bible, and sprinkling holy water in each room. He told Ammons and Campbell to leave.
Well, this holy water isn't free, okay? I'm going to need some money.
He told Ammons and Campbell that they should leave because it wasn't safe. So they temporarily moved in with a relative.
When you come back, all your food might be eaten. I don't know. I'm not saying it will be eaten, but I think you should leave and just whatever food. And like, I don't know if you have an underwear drawer, it may look like it's been gone through. These are demons, okay? I don't know. There might be some underwear missing along with all your food. It just happens at these things, okay? That's all I'm saying. But you guys should leave and let me stay here for just a couple hours. And you're going to come back to missing underwear and missing food.
But no more demons.
But that's demons
Probably
for you. Yeah.
Maybe some.
Maybe. Probably.
Definitely no food or underwear.
Yeah. But that's the demons. It's not me.
Nope. Don't even know why you guys did.
I know.
I shouldn't have to keep saying it's not me.
I don't have to defend myself.
Get out. Less than a week later,
You're so dumb.
the two women returned to Carolina Street to let Washington, the DCS family case manager, check the condition of the home. She asked a Lake County police officer to come with her. 2 other officers, one each from Gary and Hammond police departments, asked to join them out of professional curiosity. Ammons refused to go inside, but Campbell agreed to accompany the group. Ammons' kids were still in DCS custody. The main floor had 3 bedrooms, a living room, 1 bathroom. So you respect a 1 bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they are cash strapped.
Yeah. Only 1.
All them people shitting in 1 toilet.
Yeah.
Like, that's how you get demons.
It is. 1 bathroom, hardwood floors, and a small open-style kitchen. A door in the kitchen led to a basement with concrete floors.
Was there a toilet down there?
It doesn't say. Directly under the stairs was a dirt floor. The concrete around it was jagged, as though it had been broken. The makeshift altar Ammons had created was still in place, along with rings of salt she had poured against the basement walls to dissuade the demons. According to a
That'll also work for slugs.
It will.
Demons
more so
and slugs.
than demons, but
Salt should really use that to like sell more salt.
yeah.
Like, you got demons, do you got slugs? Then get more of these salts. Get rid of all of them. And we won't take your underwear out of your drawer.
Salt, 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 salt.
We're salty boys.
So Campbell told officers that demons seemed to emanate from beneath the stairs. That's where they hang out.
Uh-huh.
That's where they come up through there.
Demons and regulators. I don't know where the fuck that came up. Demons, eliminate, or what do they do? Emanate?
Regulators.
No, the demons emanate? Is that the word? Emanate.
Emulate.
Yeah,
they emulate the regulators.
Okay.
That's what you're trying
And
to say,
regulators
I
mount
think.
up.
And they mount up.
Okay.
So then the demons mount up.
Solved it.
Because they're emulating.
Yeah,
regulators.
emulating.
Yeah.
That's a weird word, emulating.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's why you can download emulators, which act like a Nintendo 64, a Sega Genesis, a Nintendo, what have you. There's different emulators for different systems because they emulate the original system.
You blew my mind.
I'm learning, fun.
Yeah.
Again. Or no, wait, that's not what that says at all. Austin, the Gary police captain, was one of those officers. He later told the Star that he believed in ghosts and the supernatural, but said he didn't believe in demons.
Oh, that's where he draws the line.
Now, ghosts and the supernatural.
Are demons not supernatural?
They are.
Okay.
They definitely are.
I've seen a lot of episodes of Buffy.
I would like to see him make me a list.
Uh-huh.
And I was at the top, like, just write supernatural. Like, you list all the things that are and are not.
Yeah, demons are.
I like to see what doesn't make the list. So, Frankenstein's, they're not.
No, I wouldn't call him supernatural. He's more medical monster, you know.
Well, he's,
Mothman, supernatural as fuck.
Yeah.
Gene?
Mm-hmm.
Gene is supernatural.
Super.
Yeah.
Natural.
He's naturally super.
Yeah. Go listen to that episode. We interviewed the Mothman.
We did.
Yeah. It's our break between season 1 and season 2.
The actual Mothman.
Yeah, Gene fucking Mothman.
Yeah.
Big Tom Selleck fan. Big fucking guy, too.
Big fan of us now.
Big fucking moth.
He's weird. He calls all the time and always have to, like, you know, like, I won't answer. Like, text me, Gene.
That's why I quit leaving my porch light on.
Yeah.
Just can't have it.
Just text us, Gene.
Can't have it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, we invited him in one time.
Got to stop showing up, Gene.
Yep. That's why you don't invite Mothman into your house, because he doesn't.
He's a lot like a Dracula.
Yeah.
Couldn't come in until we invited him. That was weird.
Now I can't get him to leave.
Now I can't get him to
He
leave.
won't hurt us or anything, but.
No, if we touch him, he turns to dust. Where am I at here? So, during the interview with Campbell. So Austin, the Gary police chief captain here, he changed his mind about demons, believing in demons, after he visited the Carolina.
So now demons are supernatural. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So during the interview with Campbell, one of the officer's audio recorders malfunctioned, according to the police reports.
Bullshit.
The power light flashed to indicate the batteries were dying, even though the officer had placed fresh batteries in the recorder earlier that day.
Yeah, but fresh. I mean, he probably got it like out of the fucking TV remote or something.
Now, if you ever watch Ghost Adventures
or
any other ghost hunting show, it is extremely common for ghost encounters, during a ghostly encounter, for batteries to die, even if they're brand new, fresh batteries.
Okay.
So that does seem to be like the ghost takes the power of batteries for some reason.
Or just everybody's bullshitting us.
Yep. But it's fun.
Yeah.
I would still love to go ghost hunting.
It's like wrestling. Like, the more you believe it, the funner it is for you, you know?
I would love to be a ghost hunter.
Yeah.
You know how much cool, like how cool it would just be.
You get to get in like old buildings and just like walk around and be
and
like,
just, like hold up a thing and say, "Hey, ghost!"
It's like they said, there's no new ghost. You know, you're not like gonna go fucking see like cool ghosts like in retro cool gear now. It's all like old people.
It's always like from the Victorian age.
Yeah. And they don't make ghosts like they used to because they don't make ghosts.
They don't make them.
Yeah.
No, I would love to. Yeah, if we could, like, what I really want to do is, as a YouTube series, me and you go into places with, like, night vision gear or whatever the fuck we need, and do ghost hunting stuff.
I'd do it.
I'd really like to get into, like, the Moundsville prison.
Yeah.
But I don't want the tour. I just want them to let us and like, a couple other people with, like, a camera crew go in.
You can go in there, but they're sold out now. I actually just looked into that.
But like, I think you have to have like a tour guide.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want anybody with us.
Yeah.
Just let us in there.
Well, we'll just sneak off.
Let us do our own thing.
We'll kill the tour guide. That's going to be the first ghost that we investigate. Yeah.
What happened? Let's solve the murder of this man and let his ghost rest easy.
That's going to be a good episode.
We already know the answer.
Yeah.
So we'll figure it out. We'll look geniuses. We'll look like geniuses. So another officer recorded audio, and when he played it back later, heard an unknown voice whisper, "Hey," according to Lake County police records.
Hey.
That's it. Just, hey.
Hey. That's what he says in Little Nightmares, too.
Oh.
The one little guy to the other guy. Like, you can press a button. We need your friend to come over, and he goes, hey.
I don't know what Little Nightmares is.
Hey.
1 or 2 is.
They're both really cool games.
Other games?
Yeah. Games on... I used to play them on the Switch, but they're also on the Xbox.
Okay.
Little Nightmares.
All right.
1 and 2. Good games. Recommended by Joel. They're supernatural.
The officer also took photos of the house. In one photo of the basement stairs, there was a cloudy white image in the upper right-hand corner. When an officer enlarged the photo, that cloud appeared to resemble a face.
Ooh.
That's what the police records say.
Let's see the fucking photo.
Yeah, I know. None of this is in there. The enlargement also revealed a second green image that police said looked like a female. Austin said photos he snapped with his iPhone also seemed to have strange silhouettes in them.
Them motherfuckers wouldn't know a female if they sat on their face. I don't know.
And then the radio in his police-issued Ford malfunctioned on the way home. So maybe they just have shitty equipment.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Later, Austin said the garage at his Gary home, which is funny. That's my Gary home, refused to open, even though the power was on everywhere else. Austin said the driver's seat in his personal 2005 Infiniti also started moving backwards and forwards on its own. He said he had the car checked at the dealership, and the mechanic told him that the motor on the driver's seat was broken, which the mechanic said could have caused a distraction leading to an accident. So he's thinking these
demons are trying to give him the wreck. Oh, wow, yeah. And the number one cause for that in cars is demons.
I've always said that.
Sure.
Austin said he found himself starting to believe Ammons' claims of paranormal activity. but the mental health professionals evaluating Ammons and her children remain skeptical. In April 2012, DCS petitioned Lake Juvenile Court for temporary wardship of the 3 children, and the request was granted. DCS found that Ammons neglected her children's education by not having them in school. The agency made the same finding in 2009, as records show. Ammons told Washington there were times...
So she's been going on at this point then.
So, 9, 12, 4 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, at least.
What the fuck?
She said there were times she could not send the kids to school because the spirits would make them sick or they'd be up all night without sleep. DCS temporarily placed her daughter...
Yeah, that's what crystal meth does, okay? Don't cook it in the trailer.
And older son at St. Joseph's Carmelite her home in East Chicago. Ammons' youngest son was sent to Christian Haven in Wheatfield for a psychiatric evaluation. Clinical psychologist Stacy Wright, who evaluated Ammons' youngest son, said the boy tended to act possessed when he was challenged, redirected, or asked questions he didn't want to answer. In her evaluation, Wright wrote that he seemed coherent and logical except when he talked about the demons. It was then that the 8-year-old...
It's almost like he enjoyed the reaction he got whenever that's kind of what I think.
Yeah, or like, if he didn't want to have to answer something, he would just do that thing.
Yeah, do the demon thing.
Yeah. It was then that the 8-year-old's stories became bizarre, fragmented, and illogical, Wright said. His stories changed each time he told them. He also changed the subject, quizzing Wright on math problems and asking her about outer space. Can you die if you go to space? He asked.
Okay, tweet that this way.
Hey, this isn't from us this way. This is from
the possessed boy in our story.
How do you get to space? Do you have to wear a helmet and a suit? Wright believes...
Dear Sway, how do you get to space? Do you have to wear a helmet and a suit?
Can you die? She believed that the 8-year-old did not suffer from a true psychotic disorder. He was just curious.
Yeah.
This appears to be an unfortunate and sad case of a child who has been induced into a delusional system perpetuated by his mother and potentially reinforced by other relatives.
Yes.
Queen.
Yes.
Clinical psychologist Joel Schwartz.
Joel?
It's another Joel. There's 2 of you.
OJ?
This is the only other
The
Joel.
other Joel?
The other Joel. He evaluated Ammons' daughter and older son, and he came to a similar conclusion. There also appears to be a need to assess the extent to which Ammons' daughter may have, he didn't say that, he put her name, may have been unduly influenced by her mother's concerns that the family was exposed to paranormal experiences, he wrote.
Look, you want to make your mom happy as a kid.
Yeah.
Like, overall, you're a shitbag, but, like, you want your, if you can make your mom happy, you're going to.
Overall, you're a shitbag.
Oh, overall, kids are shitbags, man. We're all shitbags, overall. But we can all have good days. Mm-hmm. And these kids, I think, just
at least
want...
3 a year.
These kids just, want their mom to love them, probably want to just... It's just brainwashed.
Isn't it weird when you have a good day? Because you're just like...
This isn't going to last.
This is going to last. Like, fuck.
Like, man, I'm going to fall hard from this. Yeah.
Yeah, every time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like,
so all my good days, by the end of them, I'm like, fuck.
God damn it, why does this day have to be so good?
Yeah.
And you're like,
Life. Ammons' daughter told Schwartz that she saw shadowy figures in the Carolina Street home. She also said she twice went into trances. Ammons' older son told
Trance me once, shame on me. Trance me twice, shame on you, demons.
Trance me 3 times.
You ain't gonna trance me
Not
again.
going to get tranced again. Ammons' son told Schwartz
George Bush, everybody.
that doors would slam and stuff started moving around. Ammons also was examined several times by psychologists who said she was guarded, but did not seem to be experiencing symptoms of psychosis or thought disorder. One psychologist recommended Ammons be assessed to determine whether her religiosity, which I never knew was a word,
No. Learning more stuff.
may be masking underlying delusional ideations or perceptual disturbances. Ammons and all 3 kids continued to insist they were possessed by demons. DCS set goals for the family. One of them stipulated that the children not discuss demons and just don't fucking talk about it. Just shut up about it.
Yeah.
And take responsibility for their actions. They also need to participate
I'm going to
in
put a
therapy.
sign up in my house. No demon talk.
Yeah, don't fucking talk about it.
No.
First rule of Demon Club.
The very
don't
first
goddamn
rule.
talk about it.
Yeah.
Well, DCS officials credited Ammons for sharing a close bond with her children.
Second rule, no wet-ass prints, okay?
No WAP.
Yeah.
Keep
the WAPs.
Some WAP. The agency also said she needed to use alternate forms of discipline not directly related to religion and demonic possession. I've always said that.
That's rule number 3.
Yeah. Ammons had also found a job, or she had to find a job in appropriate housing due to the paranormal activity at the house on Carolina Street. While Ammons worked on meeting those objectives, police and DCS officials continued to investigate strange happenings in the house.
There is literally nothing else going on in Gary, Indiana.
It's a
Jesus Christ.
boring-ass place. For some reason, Gary, Indiana is, like, that's something in pop culture.
I think you're thinking of Erie, Pennsylvania, maybe.
That's another one.
I don't. Gary, like I kind of thought that too, but then I thought maybe it was just the Erie, because they kind of sound alike. They're eerily alike. Gary, Erie, I guess. I don't know.
It's known for its large steel mills and the birthplace of the Jackson 5 music group.
That's probably that's it then right there, Jack. I mean, that's a pretty good pop cultural, and they're known for demons.
And demons.
Yeah, I mean, look what happened to Michael.
Yeah, that's about it then. Other notable people. So the Jackson 5 aren't the only
Kid Rock
famous people to come out of. Well, he's from Detroit.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, this is taking longer than I thought it was going to take.
Reggie Miller. Larry Bird. He's French Lick, Indiana.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Which is a pretty fucking cool name too.
Of course. Charles Atkins.
Have you ever French licked anybody?
French? Yeah.
Okay.
Not lately.
Not been a while.
None of these people are famous.
Awesome. This is good. This is good listening.
Wait a minute. Larry Demick? New York Nick, but Demick? You see what I'm saying?
Demick.
My God. It all started with the Knicks.
We just solved it.
Yeah. These are none of these famous people. How did they get away with saying famous Fred Williamson? Oh, not that Fred
Who's
Williamson.
that?
You know the actor that's in everything, plays the old guy?
Let's just edit all this out after Jackson 5.
Yeah, so anyways.
The Jackson 5 are from Gary, Indiana.
Campbell, Ammons, Austin, and two other police officers from the initial visit went back to the Carolina Street home on the afternoon of May 10th, 2012. The police officers visited after work hours. Don't know why we need to know that. They were joined by Maginot, 2 Lake County police officers with a police dog, and DCS family case manager Samantha Illick. Illick, who was also there in official capacity, told the Star that she volunteered to go in Washington's place because Washington was too afraid to go back to the house.
Yeah.
A county officer took his police dog around the home, but the dog didn't show any interest in that particular area. Dogs don't give a fuck about demons.
Yeah.
Everyone else had...
Well, it's looking for drugs. It's been trained for drugs, not demons. Like, I couldn't train a dog to detect demons because it would just bark at me. Because I have so many demons.
Right. Yeah. And a lot of skeletons in the closet.
Oh, yeah.
Literal skeletons.
Literally.
Yeah. They're pouring out. Everybody else headed into the basement. Illick touched some strange liquid she saw dripping in the basement.
Never touch strange liquid you find in the basement.
And she said it felt slippery.
If you find any strange liquid in my pants, touch it.
She said it did feel slippery and sticky.
Oh.
So, you know.
It was a Def Leppard song.
Yes. Maginot told police he wanted to check the dirt under the stairs for a pentagram or personal objects that might have been cursed. He said a pentagram might indicate a demonic presence and possible portal to hell, according to a police report.
Possible.
Or if someone had died in the house and was buried under the stairs, that would explain the paranormal activity, Maginot said. One of the police officers dug a 4-foot by 3-foot hole beneath the stairs. Do you think they found a pentagram?
Oh, they probably found like a pentagram carved into a dead body.
Okay. Close. They found some pink press-on fingernails, a pair of white panties, a political pin t-shirt.
So the white panties are coming back then. That's where the panties went.
Yeah, that's because it's fucking Maginot.
Yeah, he fucking took them and buried them.
A lid for a small cooking pan, socks with the bottoms cut off below the ankles, candy wrappers, and a heavy metal object that looked like a weight for a drapery cord.
Wow.
So, not a pentagram.
That's all pretty demonic.
Weird shit.
Yeah.
Like, that is the weirdest combination.
Like, it's shit from the last house that got torn down that they built on top of.
Yes. So they didn't find anything else. They replaced the dirt and raked over it. Maginot blessed some salt, which is said to be a barrier to evil, and spread it.
How could the underwear be white if it's like buried in dirt? Wouldn't it like turn brown?
You would have thought.
Yeah.
But, I mean, apparently not.
He's like, let me lick that clean, see what the color is underneath it.
What's up with the socks with the bottoms cut off below the ankles?
Below the...
Those are just
The wrist is probably... Yeah, those are like wrist warmers. Like,
so they don't even... Yeah, they were just like, oh, those are socks cut off. From the...
It's like, let's get physical. You seen that video? And they all have like the little wristbands on or like ankle... warmers or something. Oh, yeah. That's how you warm your ankles, buddy. You're like, man, my feet are so fucking hot, but my ankles are cold. I don't know what to do. And then they're like, are you tired of having hot feet and cold ankles? It's like a vest for your body, for your foot. You know, it's like my torso's cold, but my arms are burning the fuck up.
I like that as a tagline.
Uh-huh.
It's like a vest for your foot.
Yeah, it's a foot vest.
We've got a product. Illick said she was later standing in the living room with the rest of the group when her left pinky finger started to tingle and whiten. She complained it felt broken all of a sudden. Less than 10 minutes later, Illick said she felt as if she was having a panic attack. She couldn't breathe, so she walked outside to wait for the group. When the priest started questioning Ammons inside the house, she complained of a headache and shoulder pain, according to police reports. She joined Illick outside. Austin said he left the house at nightfall. He's been shot at and has investigated murders, rapes, and armed robberies during his more than 3 decades on the force.
Brag!
And he said that he wasn't staying in this house past dark.
Past dark.
The other officers continued to walk through their home. On the main floor, they noticed an oil-like substance dripping from Venetian blinds.
Yeah, it's fucking olive oil. It's all over the goddamn house.
Olive oil over everything. That's probably what was in the basement, too.
Yeah.
To make sure Campbell or Ammons oh, wait a minute. We're gonna get responded to.
Okay.
To make sure Campbell or Ammons hadn't poured oil on the blinds, 2 of the officers used paper towels to clean it off. So how does that make sure that she hadn't poured oil on the blinds?
Can you not clean olive oil off of blinds?
The officer sealed the room for 25 minutes and stood nearby so no one could walk in. When they went back in, the oil had reappeared.
Oh!
According to police records.
They actually have a police report where they're like, we wiped off the curtains with paper towels and we made sure no one went back in that room. Tax doesn't or tax dollars. This is Gary, Indiana's tax dollars at work.
Makes sense.
They got potholes all over the fucking place, but these goddamn curtains are getting guarded in a room.
Clean your shit.
Couldn't it just run from further up on the curtain? Like you fucking dry. Like if I take a shower and I wipe off my belly, it's gonna be wet in a few minutes because all the water from the top of my head down gotta get on my belly.
Because of gravity. If gravity goes away, who knows where the water goes?
Fuck. Now I'm scared. Hold me.
Maginot told police that the liquid was a manifestation of paranormal or demonic presence. Of course it is. This guy loves demonic and paranormal.
Oh, yeah, he does.
Everything about it. He's like, oh, your shoe's untied.
Demons.
He wrote a report detailing his findings and asked Bishop Dale Melchick for his permission to perform an exorcism on Ammons. Maginot said Melchick had never authorized an exorcism in 21 years as a bishop.
Because they're bullshit.
Of the Diocese of Gary.
But I'm keeping an open mind here, okay?
I can tell.
Yeah.
Debbie Bosak, director of communications for the diocese, said she cannot comment on whether Melchick had ever approved an exorcism for confidentiality reasons. In general, she said...
For the demons? I don't... What?
She would not say whether or not he'd ever approved an exorcism.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean for like who are we
protecting here?
I suppose the possessed person.
Oh, all right.
You wouldn't want...
But not in this case, because we fucking know all about the ball. But she's not saying if he's done it before in the past.
Yeah. Melchick...
fucking bullshit, dude.
Initially denied Maginot's request to do a church-sanctioned exorcism. The bishop told Maginot to contact other priests who have performed exorcisms. Maginot said he needed other priests to give him the ritual for a minor exorcism, which does not requure church approval.
Like a child minor or like a small exorcism? Okay, I thought you meant minor exorcism, like a minor, like under 17. Okay.
Nah. Just like a quick...
Because that girl's pinky was bothering her, so she's like, we just need a pinky exorcism.
Yeah, just a old teensy-weensy.
Yeah.
The priests he consulted told... This is the best. The priest he consulted about doing his exorcism told him to look it up on the internet.
There's an app for that on your iPhone.
Fucking nerd.
Yeah.
Google it.
I'm not going to do your job for you.
He said he did an intense blessing.
There's a YouTube video for that.
On the Carolina Street home to expel the bad spirits. That same day, Maginot performed a minor exorcism on Ammons. The ritual consisted of prayers, statements, and appeals to cast out demons. 2 police officers and Illich, the DCS family case manager, attended the ritual. Illich said she left believing that something was going on, although she wouldn't go as far as saying it was demonic. She said she got chills during the nearly 2-hour exorcism.
Did they multiply?
The chills? Oh, yeah.
I got chills, they're multiplying. Did she lose control?
She doesn't say.
Oh, okay.
We felt
you know what I want? Boop-a-doo. I'm the island boy. Sorry.
We felt like someone was in the room with you, someone breathing down your neck. Illich said she had a string of medical problems after visiting the home. A week after she visited the house for the last time, Illich said she got third-degree burns from a motorcycle. Within 30 days, she also broke 3 ribs jet skiing, broke a hand when she hit a table, and then broke an ankle running in flip-flops. Those are all things that don't do those things.
Oh, yeah, you can't just trace it back to something.
Don't, like, you know how easy it is?
Like, I wrecked my car leaving work one day. I wasn't like, work is haunted!
Like, yeah, don't run in flip-flops.
Yeah.
You're going to break an ankle.
At the ER, they call them trip flops.
That's right.
Because so many people fall and break their ankle, leg, or whatever. And imagine if they had a foot vest. They might not even break an ankle.
Probably would hold that thing right together.
Yeah.
We're going to film a commercial for foot vests. I had friends...
My feet are so hot, but my ankles are cold.
I can't wait to do this. I had friends who wouldn't talk to me because they believed that something had attached itself to me, Illich said.
No, it's because you're fucking crazy.
And she joked, this is to really back up all of that, she would joke, I'm already evil. They try to find something that's not evil and corrupted. They wouldn't waste their time on me. She's that woman.
Okay. Let's bring her on the show.
No, thank you.
So I can yell at her.
After the minor ritual, Maginot told Ammons to look up the names of demons that were tormenting her. Each demon has a name and a personality, Maginot said. A name has power, he added, and he planned to use those names to fight the demons during the exorcisms.
Yeah, I saw that in the movie too.
Yeah, we've all seen the movie.
Cool.
Ammons
like, I didn't think I was going to get this mad when I came over here to record, but here we are.
Here we are.
The tattoo and now this is just... I'm up to here.
This is a rough night.
Yeah.
Ammons said she and a friend looked up the... She said they looked up the demons' names online by searching for demons that represented the problems the family had been having. That still doesn't mean you found the right names. Like,
oh, it's Scott. His demon's name is Scott.
Goddamn Tony.
Yeah. Hey, Scott and Tony. Do you mind fucking off?
Knock it off, assholes.
I think this house has a gas leak, maybe? I'm just...
The one we're in?
Yeah, the one in the story.
And she said that while they were doing this, the computer kept shutting down. And
Give me fucking computer.
And she started feeling sick.
Oh, my God.
But they did say they found the names that fit. One such name was Beelzebub, the Lord of the Flies.
That's the devil's name, you stupid fucking ninny. Is ninny? I don't know. I did not mean that. I don't know if that's like a derogatory term.
I don't think it is. I just didn't know where you were going with
Okay. I wanted to say something else, and at the last second I was like, ninny? I showed him.
She said they also found names of demons that torture and hurt kids.
Michael Jackson?
She said... Yes.
A ninny is a foolish person, so I did not insult any sort of ethnic group or anybody. No, you never do know. Because I'm a ninny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm going to start using that a lot.
What's the cotton-headed ninny mug?
Oh, whoa! I thought that was going. Like, goddamn!
Cotton-headed ninny muggins.
Okay.
From Elf.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to say.
Okay, because I heard cotton, and then the and I was like, whoa!
So you just skip the headed part? The cotton-headed ninny muggins?
God, just don't say that anymore.
So... I blame it on demons.
Yeah.
That's who I blame it on.
Absolutely.
Goddamn demons.
Demons.
So yeah. Ammons said other high-ranking demons also were assigned to her. including lieutenants and sergeants. After the minor rite, Maginot...
I can't believe you read this story. And you were like, Joel's got like this.
Well, I didn't say I didn't like it. I thought it was like a good exorcism.
It was a funny story.
Demon story. Yeah. I did not think it was funny.
Okay.
After the ritual, Maginot said Bishop Melchek gave him permission to exorcise Ammons, like a real one. The ritual
not no minor shit.
The ritual is the same as the minor one, but more powerful because it has the backing of the Capt.
Oh, okay.
And the demons know that.
Yeah.
The demons know when you're coming in with the backing and support of the big C church.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of kneeling and standing and stuff and singing. Demons are like, what's going on?
Maginot ultimately performed 3 major exorcisms on Ammons, 2 in English and the last one in Latin, at his church, which I think you're supposed to do it in the house.
Yeah.
Whatever. During each, Maginot said he praised God and condemned the devil. Yeah, it's pretty standard stuff.
He Googled it. Good job.
He pressed a crucifix against Ammons' head as he spoke. I cast you out, unclean spirit, along with every satanic power of the enemy, every specter from hell, and all your fell companions, in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Maginot said his voice continued to get louder and more forceful until the demon weakened. He said he could tell how...
Demons hate yelling. Oh, my God, yeah.
Are not good. We are very sensitive.
We're dead. We're not deaf, okay?
He said he could tell how strong the demon was by how much Ammons convulsed. 2 police officers who had kept in touch with Maginot since the home investigation stood nearby in case Ammons needed to be restrained. Ammons said she prayed with Maginot until it became too painful. She said she felt as if something inside her was trying to hold on and inflict pain at the same time. She said it was different from a natural pain, but felt as intense as giving birth. I was hurting all over from the inside out, she remembered. I'm trying to do my best and be strong. Eventually, Maginot said Ammons fell asleep. She said that was the demon's way of lessening the ritual's effect.
Everything's a fucking...
It's all a demon. In between the
She farted and he said, that's the demon trying to call out! The demon's got bad breath!
And smells air.
What are you, demon? What you been eating?
In between the second and third exorcism, with too much olive oil, Maginot said he went on a retreat. A woman who assisted Maginot... Oh, yeah. So, he's not doing these, like, same day, back to back to back.
Okay.
He does, like, one, waits a while, does a second. So, after he does the second, he goes on a retreat. He just goes off on a vacation.
Cool.
Which seems like a dick move.
Yeah. Like, maybe stick around till these demons, air quote, are gone.
Yeah. So, a woman who was assisting Maginot with some of the exorcisms helped while he was gone. This is apparently the backup plan. She wrote a long demon name. Doesn't say which demon name. Doesn't say if it's a demon that's like related to this kind of thing. Just she wrote a long demon name. Maginot said he can't remember which one it was. On a piece of paper and tucked it into an envelope. Then she surrounded it with blessed salt. If Ammons had problems, the woman would burn the envelope. By this time, Ammons and her mother had moved to Indianapolis, but they drove back for the exorcisms and the court hearings, as her children were still in DCS's care. This was not supposed to be a comedy.
What the fuck?
Maginot said he blessed the family's new home to prevent more problems. But Ammons called while Maginot was on his retreat, complaining of bad dreams, so the woman burned the envelope.
Complaining of not being paid attention to for 2 weeks.
She saved the ashes to burn later in a church bonfire.
So you burn it, then burn the ashes, and then burn down the church that you fucking burnt the ashes in. Yeah.
After
and scream!
Ammons said her nightmares ended. In the final exorcism at the end of June 2012, Maginot said he prayed and berated the demons in Latin rather than English. Called them like motherfuckers.
You stinky ass demons!
Police officers did not attend, so Maginot said his brother stood guard this time. Maginot said Ammons convulsed while he condemned the demons, but did not convulse during prayer. When she fell asleep, he said prayers. It would be the last time Ammons saw Maginot. She and her mother drove back to Indianapolis, where they say they now live without fear. So she apparently just woke up and he was gone.
He's like, all right, I'm out of here.
Really there.
Yeah.
That's the twist.
There's only one set of footsteps.
Yeah, they're hoofprints.
Because Maginot.
Ammons' old home on Carolina Street became an object of local curiosity, so much so that the owner and landlord, Charles Reed, called the Gary Police Department to ask officers to stop driving by the house because it was scaring his new tenant. He said there were no problems in the home before or after Ammons and her
cops are pretty scary, but, like, also, what, I mean...
because, yeah, I guess it was probably just like there was nothing, like, once the new tenant got in, there was nothing going on, so they were like, why do the police constantly drive by?
Yeah. For demons.
Reed says that he thought he'd heard it all.
Do you need a warrant when you're dealing with demons?
I think with demons, you don't have to live by any laws.
Okay.
Or follow any rules.
It's the Old West.
Fair
then.
game, I think.
Okay.
You just got to get a court to believe.
That's another question for Sway.
Yes, we got a law. He said this was a new one to him. This is Reed, the landlord. He'd been a landlord for 33 years.
It's a new one because it's bullshit.
He said that his belief system has a hard time jumping over that bridge. When told...
What?
You know that old saying.
That old saying in Gary? My belief system has a hard time jumping over that bridge.
When told of the Catholic Church's involvement in the situation, however, he said that made him less skeptical.
Because the Catholics have never been
involved. Yeah, they've always been on the
Catholic Church has always been on the up and up.
Ammons regained custody of her 3 children in November of 2012.
Because they're little shitheads, and they're like, you know what, just go back to your mom.
About 6 months after they've been removed, DCS continued to check on them and the family, and then closed their case last February. Ammons called her children's return the happiest day of her life. She said they screamed and jumped up and down when she picked them up from the DCS office.
She covered them all in olive oil.
It was just awesome, she said. I hadn't been that happy in God knows how long. The children said they felt safe after they left the house on Carolina Street. The 3 left their demonic voices and complaints behind them. No demonic presence or spirits in the new home. DCS family case manager Christina Olenek wrote in team meeting notes dated January 10, 2013. She did not return calls from the Star seeking comment. The family is no longer fixated solely on religion to explain or cope with the children's behavior issues, she said, and her supervisor wrote in a request for dismissal of wardship dated January 24, 2013. For her part, Ammons said it was not the psychologist who resolved her problems, but God. When you hear something like this, she said, don't assume it's not real, because I've lived it.
Oh.
I know it's real.
Okay. If you got a problem, I'll solve it, because I'm God.
Yeah. And once again, that was written by the Indianapolis Star reporter.
And it really spoke to you.
Marisa Kwiatkowski.
Yeah.
Or something. You can
it
follow
resonated
her on
with
Twitter
you.
At Indy Marisa K.
Tell her we said hi.
Yeah.
Tell her I'm a big fan of her work.
Looking back, not the best story.
It was entertaining, though.
Way more entertaining than I thought it was going to be.
Not really. It's just all, I think it's just all attention, and I don't know. I guess I kind of believe in, like, spirits, but not, like, demons.
You're spiritual.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's more out there, but I just don't. I don't buy into like being possessed and
yeah.
I don't.
It's clear. Almost every single thing that they talked about has a very logical explanation.
The human brain is just fucked up, and there's a lot of fucked up people out there in different ways, And
it's more fun if things like this exist.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people would think demonic possession is a terrible whatever. But hey, at least it makes life fun. Like at least if you think there's crazy shit that can happen in life, it makes boring ass life way more interesting.
Like you're looking forward to being possessed.
Yeah, whatever. I'm down for whatever.
You're up for being drugged and tattooed, possessed.
Things are so boring.
Yeah.
It's like, what can we do to spice this shit up?
I hear you.
It doesn't involve like bungee jumping or any dumb white guy shit like that. So, that's the story of the exorcisms of Latoya Ammons and her family.
I'm going to stock up on the olive oil. I'm going to store it right now.
Olive oil and salt.
Yep.
I don't think you want to mix them.
No.
You'll have a mess on your hands.
You will.
So, and then you always want to bury the white panties under the staircase.
Under the staircase.
That's the real lesson we learned
in the
here.
dirt. And feet vest.
Ankle vest.
Foot vest.
Foot vest. Can't wait.
Ankle vest, yeah, whatever you want to call it.
So yeah. Oh, did you bring?
I have a story, but first I would like to talk about an interview I saw with a basketball player, Karl Anthony Towns.
All right.
And this is just a blurb from the interview, but he talked about what he does before every game.
Okay.
Which made me think, was there something that you did before every match? Would there be a certain song or maybe like a movie clip that you would want to watch? Or like a prayer that you would say to yourself in the locker room?
Definitely not a prayer.
Definitely not. But was there like, did you have any like rituals or anything?
Yeah, I would always go off to myself before a match, and just kind of like I didn't ever do the song thing. I never got like the pump up warm up song.
Yeah.
I'd always more or less just kind of go off into a room by myself where there was like no noise, nothing going on around me, and I would just kind of like zone out and kind of like get out of the
like try to psych yourself up or just like
try to like
put yourself in a different head space or something.
Yeah. So that was pretty much usually the only thing I would do.
So you never watched gorillas fight to the death?
Would I ever watch gorillas?
You never watched gorillas fight to the death to get hyped up?
No, but it sounds like I should start.
Well, that's what Karl Anthony Towns does before every single game.
To the death?
He watches gorillas fight to the death.
How do you find that?
I guess if you're rich enough and you're an NBA player, I mean,
that's true.
It's on the internet.
And he just was like, "This is what I do."
That's what the interview said. He said before every game he likes to watch videos of gorillas fighting to the death.
That sounds.
Just Google Karl Anthony Towns, and that'll probably be the first story about him.
And
that's not really my feel good.
He was one of my favorite players.
He was.
Gorillas. Yep.
He can still be. He can still be one of your favorites.
Notorious KAT. He also says that he would beat a gorilla in a fight.
What? I did not see that.
Yeah, hold on. So as long as LeBron James throws the chalk, Karl Anthony Towns watches fighting gorillas. Before games, I know Kobe had talked about that he had used to listen to the Halloween theme music.
Oh,
that would really get him going.
That's pretty cool.
He says, I really have just been watching two gorillas fight before the game.
I got nonchalant about it.
I've been addicted to that. So here's the full quote. Before games...
He's been addicted to it.
I know Kobe,
he sucked dick for gorilla videos.
I know Kobe had talked about that he had listened to Halloween theme music, and that would really get him going. I really have just been watching two gorillas fight before every game. I've been addicted to that. I want to see who is the best in the laws of nature. I'm watching gorillas fight all day. I know if I'm in that video, I'm leaving out alive. Someone got to die. Ain't going to be me. He's going to fuck up a gorilla.
He's going to kill someone on a basketball court one day. He's going to shit in his hand and throw it at the ref. He's going to do something. But I really
I'm
like
putting
that.
all my money on the Timberwolves this season. Though.
Absolutely. They got.
I didn't realize he was out there just being insane.
And then they shared another quote with their point guard, the guy from Ohio State. Fuck, they got drafted by the Lakers. He said something basically about killing the opponents or something. I can't. D'Angelo Russell.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, he had they were like, what's going on with the Timberwolves?
They're frustrated. They've been a shitty team for so long.
Yep. They just want to watch gorillas
murder each other. All right.
So that was not my feel good. But I do have a feel good. But first, play that music with the Island Boys.
I was going to do that.
You got to be quick on the Island Boy game. I'll do it again. That wasn't the feel good. But before I do the feel good, play that music.
Feels good.
Oh, I thought you were going to Island Boy it.
We're the Island Boys.
Bop, bop, beep, bop, doop, bop.
No, that was Bo Jackson. We're the Bo Jackson Boys.
Tecmo. My feel good is about. Here's the headline. This is from Fox News.
Oh, good.
Straight from Fox News.
Good.
Good. Which somehow makes your story even better because you didn't have any of it from Fox News. But this is straight from Fox News. Arkansas homeless man returns to pay for Little Debbie snack he took during a robbery.
Aw.
So a homeless man in Arkansas returned to a gas station to pay for a Little Debbie cake he was told to take after walking in on a robbery in progress last week. So he didn't go there to rob the place.
The robber was like, "You take a fucking Little Debbie."
Let me click read more. The robbery happened around 3 a.m. Friday at the Big Red convenience store at Valerio gas station in Little Rock. The suspect pulled a gun on the employee behind the counter and demanded cash from the register, according to the report. As the employee was putting money in a bag, a homeless man walked in. And the suspect told the homeless man to take anything he wanted.
Okay.
And he's like, I was going to take this Little Debbie. So the homeless man grabbed the Little Debbie cake and walked out. But once police responded to the scene, the homeless man returned to pay for the snack. Police said the suspect also stole 2 packs of cigarettes before fleeing the gas station in the vehicle. They did not give a report of the vehicle or the description, and they shot the homeless man dead.
Well, Fox News would definitely hope they shot the homeless man.
No, they didn't shoot the homeless man dead. But it's like how he's like, take anything you want. I'd be like, how about some of that money that you got there? But he's just like... he's probably scared to death because dude has a gun. Yeah, and he's like, take whatever you want. He's like, I'll take this Little Debbie snack cake.
Well, then he brought it back.
There's still good left in the world, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, and they're mostly homeless people.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. So, better you are, worse your luck's going to be.
That was my feel good, though.
That's a good story, I think. I think it's a feel good.
Yeah.
I'm glad that guy, I hope that guy got something.
So what would you take if you walked in on a robbery and they're like, take anything you want?
I asked for the gun.
From the store.
Oh.
Like if they had the CBD little box up there, they sell like those CBD snacks now. But I'd empty that out.
Well, like if it's the one here near my house, they sell the
Delta 8s?
Delta 8.
Yeah, I would definitely.
I want that whole case.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't feel bad about it. Yeah.
They can have the case back.
I'd go home and levitate.
Yes, I'd be possessed
by the Delta 8s.
That goddamn edible. Yeah. So, all right. Well, we had some good stories tonight.
We did.
We did.
I missed them.
I think they were there. Hopefully, we get some answers from Sway.
Yeah.
Hopefully, new
Sway in the morning.
Friend of the show, Sway.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we can say that next time. Yeah. So, what's today? Today we got one more episode.
Today's Wednesday.
We'll come back. Something Halloweenish. Throw out, knock out the year. We could just talk about Halloween Kills and how awesome it was.
We could do a Halloween retro movie review of just all of them.
Yeah.
And how the third one was shitty.
I'll fight you. I just got...
I was
badass looking.
I know, that's why I said it. We should save that for another episode because I could definitely go off on a tangent, but I'll hold it.
Could you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll hold it. I'm ready to tangent you, motherfucker.
Look, the ignorant often tangent.
Oh, you ninny.
You know not what
you motherfucking ninny.
I cast you out, demon.
Okay, bye.